Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Just a video on my Smithy Hammers. As is my way, I tend to go a little bit silly every time I get into something new, and I have started a collection of hammers. But with smithing, you need to have a good selection of hammers, because without hammers, they're your working trade for smithing. And I've really worked out what I like with my hammers now, and I've finally getting a good selection of hammers. I think I can. I've got 13 hammers now. I've really gone from my broad range, from the heaviest hammer I could swing occasionally to the lightest hammers, but that mid-range hammer around the 2 pound mark, 1 kilo hammer, is what I like. That's my wheelhouse. I can swing a 2 pound hammer pretty well all day, not a problem, and I really like it, and that's where I've sort of focused my range. But this is all of them now. I don't really need many more. I'm going to get a rounding hammer, a specific rounding hammer, but I'm going to make it, and a double peen hammer, and that's will probably round out my hammers as far as mostly goes. But like anything with these things, I probably will get a few more. I like heavier ones and specialised hammers. Anyway, we'll go through them all. I keep them in a bucket because that's the easier way. When I go over Jack's place, I take my bucket with me. Put them all out. I should have put them all out first, but my bucket. That's the heaviest one I've got. That's a 4 pound gilpin that I just put a handle on. Basically, it is the heaviest one that I can swing occasionally. I don't use it very often, but a 4 pounder wears me out a fair bit pretty quickly. You can move a lot of metal with it, but yeah, I don't use it as much that often because, as I said, it tends to wear me out a lot very quickly. But yeah, really nice hammer. I love it. I handled it myself. It was one of the first ones I handled by myself. So yeah, I'm starting to get a lot more confident in my abilities as it goes. But yeah, it worked out really well. So yeah, that's my 4 pound gilpin. 3 pound or 3.5 pound hammer I made myself. It's a nice straight peen hammer. Works really well. I really like this hammer. It works well. The peen's a little bit dramatous. It doesn't work as well as I would like, but yeah, I've got another one. This is my my Betty. It just it works really well. My Friskers. This is probably one of the best hammers for the money you can buy. It slightly smaller than that one. It works. That peen is a lot better, and it just works. These ones are fantastic hammer. That the smaller one for that, yeah, they just big. Sorry, that's a Bertha. Yeah, big Bertha and small Bertha. That's not a Betty. I don't know why. Something wrong with me head at the moment. Yeah, Big Bertha and smaller Bertha. So yeah, they just that's we call our hammers there. Then we got one of my only. I've got 2 ball peens. This one, I've really fell in love with this hammer. It's a fantastic hammer. It's a 1.1 kilo hammer, and yeah, it just works really well. I use that one a fair bit actually. 2-pound Gilpin, another one that I've handled myself. Yeah, it works really well. Yeah, converted over to a straight peen. I've been using it a fair bit, and I really enjoy using it. 2-pound is right in my wheelhouse. These 2 are my really good working hammers now. £1.5 lock. When I'm not using those 2, I use this one. I actually prefer the £1.5 hammer for daily use. This one, I can swing it all day and I get a lot done with it. It's a fantastic hammer. The lock just seems to really suits me well. For everyday use, this is the one I pick up. This is the one I use all the time. If I want to do most of my work, this is the one I do. It's probably my favourite hammer if I had to pick one hammer out of all of them, that'd be the one I'd pick. I do love that one a lot. That 1.1 kilo one, but that, yeah, probably my favourite hammer out of all of them. Jack gave me that one. It's a 600 gram, 600 gram, I think it is. Yeah, fantastic gift from a friend, treasured item. Yeah, beautiful little hammer. Yeah, it just works really well. It's yeah, those 2 there work really well. I have to toss up between the 2 of them. Getting into my lighter hammers now. £1 lock. It's a nice hammer. I really, really like this one too. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to it's got a little bit of rust on it. Yeah, sitting in the bottom of the bucket. Don't use it a lot, but yeah, it really works well when you got to do lighter work. But yeah, it's yeah, fantastic little hammer. Converted it over to a straight peen. I tend to convert most of them over. My little ball peen, when I'm not using that one, I tend to use this one. This is probably my second favourite hammer. I don't know what it is about these 2 ball peens, but I've fallen for them. They just work so well. This one with the shorter handle on it, I seem to be able to do a lot of work with it. It just seems to be right in that wheelhouse, and it's yeah, it's a nice little hammer. Fantastic little hammer actually. Not exactly sure how heavy. It's getting down into the 10 ounce, I think. Yeah, or lighter, 8 ounce. But yeah, another little. Yeah, that one's a lock as well. Yeah, yeah, it is a lock. Yep, that probably my smallest of the straight peens that I've got. Yeah, really like it. I haven't used it a lot, but yeah, it's just another nice little hammer that I've got. Probably the smallest of, yeah, it is my smallest of my straight peens. But yeah, I've got to start using it more because yeah, well, I just tell you the truth. Since I bought that, it's sort of overshadowed it. So yeah, but I will. I'll start using it more. 10 ounce lock, fantastic hammer. Again, I really like it. It's cross peen, which I don't like, but yeah, got overshadowed by that one. But yeah, I do pick it up and I do use it. since I've got that ball peen, I tend to favour it. I do like doing curls with this one. It just, the head and everything, it just seems to, it works really well. Because of the longer handle, sometimes I find when I need a short handle I use this one, when I need a long handle I use that one. My rounding hammer, Jack gave me that one. I rounded the head, so that's a rounding hammer that I use at the moment. Love it, it's fantastic. The lightest hammer that I've got, $5 from Bunnings. Yeah, don't use it a lot, but whenever I need it, I've got it. Fantastic little hammer. And then my two specialty ones. You always need a rubber mallet for putting handles on. That was like $3, but yeah, I just use it for banging handles on. And I bought myself a copper mallet, a copper-headed Thor mallet for doing curls and that, for soft striking. Because what you do when you've got curls, when you do put twists in things, you can't hit them with a normal hammer, because you put the twist, say you want to straighten a twist out, you put the twist on a piece of wood and then hit it with this. It will straighten the twist out without actually smashing the twist up. So yeah, I haven't used it yet, but I wanted to have one of them. Good thing with this is, once these mangle up, because this will mangle up, it'll mangle up as soon as you start hitting steel with it, you can actually replace the heads on them. So yeah, got that. And that's all my hammers. That's all of them there, out of them. Good cross section, good range of hammers. Like I said, I really like to have, these are your tools that you need when you think. I could probably cut out half of them. Like, I probably don't need that one. I could probably go through and cull a few of them, but I don't need that one really. I don't know. I don't know. I could probably pull 2 or 3 of them out of there, but yeah, I tend to use all of them. I do like having a good range, even if I only use one occasionally. I do like having a good range of them. But yeah, I've really, Jack's sparked an interest in tools in me that I never knew I had. So yeah, and particularly vintage hammers, particularly Gilpins and Locks. I really favour those 2 brands, but I do like the Locks. It's just that they're an old English brand, and I really like them. Yeah, I've got 3 now, 4, 3 or 4 of them, and yeah, and it's just I'm fascinated by them, fascinated by repurposing old tools. I love being able to get a 40 or 50-year-old hammer and then converting it over and putting them back to use again. I think that's fantastic. Like that Gilpin could be 40 or 50 years old, and now it's seeing use again as a Smithy hammer. So yeah, and it's just fantastic to be able to do that, and this one, I don't know how old it is, but I didn't have to do anything to it. All I had to do was put a handle on it, and it's moving metal again, and it's a fantastic old hammer, and it's working really well. And I put a green tab on all of my hammers, so I can tell Jack's got a different colour, Lawson's got a different colour. We just put the different tags on so that we all can tell our hammers apart. It's good if you go to a hammer in a blacksmith's thing. You can always tell what tools are yours, And yeah, that's the reason for the green zip tie on there. So yeah, if anyone was interested in that, but they're my Smithy tools. Yeah, I've pretty well got all that I like. I really do like the straight pins. I favour them because I find them the most useful. The peen is really good for drawing metal out rather than ball peens. A lot of smiths do like the ball peens, but I prefer a straight peen. Cross peens aren't as useful for me. I just don't use them as much. But yeah. Anyway, I wanted to show you them, and I'll sign off before this gets too long. Anyway, thanks for watching.